Okay, so next we are going to be installing an Axis Vanish roll-up tonneau cover on the back of this truck. Now, have you ever had a tonneau cover on this truck before?
No.
So what's cool about this one is, first of all, it's going to protect stuff in the bed pretty much from against rain and stuff like that. Also prying eyes, people who might just want to look in the bed of your truck. It's going to be a vinyl cover, which means if somebody wants to cut into it, they could probably do it. But 99% of the time, if people see a bed cover, they just move on. You know what I mean? So this is going to give you the capability, of course, putting stuff in here like, you know, a stroller or a baby seat, stuff like that, where you might need to take it out of your truck, a playpen, exactly, and protect it. Just keep in mind, none of these do a fantastic job of keeping water out. If you're going through a downpour, you go through a car wash, you spray the outside, water will find its way in, and when it finds its way in, it's always going to be in an area like between your tailgate right here, so this part might get wet. And because we have a bed rug in here, also keep in mind, if you have boxes or things that could get damaged, this is going to hold water for a little while. Which means what happens when you have carpet and you put a box on top of it that's wet? It's going to damage the box, things like that. So just keep in mind, you have to kind of look at this in a very practical light, that it's going to protect stuff in the bed, but just don't expect it to be like completely watertight. Don't expect it to protect things forever. And always try to get stuff that's susceptible to water damage out as soon as you can if you've had it in the bed of your truck. But we're going to get this installed. It's a pretty quick, pretty easy install. We've done this before. Access is one of my favorite brands, even though they don't make like a really hard cover that you traditionally see. They had one for a while. I don't know if they still have it, but this is going to be nice because you'll be able to roll it all the way up to the front of your truck and have your entire bed. A lot of the hard covers don't give you that option. They're panels that flip up, and it's not that easy. Plus, this is a very affordable setup. This is only about $400 or $500 versus something that's going to be $1,500 to $2,000. So this is really nice, and this shouldn't take too long to put on. It really consists of putting side clamps on, putting the end piece on, and then getting everything dialed in. Okay, so Luis is making sure that that is the right side rail and that is the left side rail right here. We're going to go and get in. The steps say we need to put these rails on first, and then we'll apply the gasket to the back over there. So you got 3 clamps on each side. This is actually really simple. From the inside, I might need your help. You'll get on the back here. I'll get on the front. We'll start putting these clamps in place, which hold the rails to the side.
The other side.
Okay, now we need to clean this top piece off right here. We're going to go ahead and put the adhesive weather stripping on right there. Get all the way to the other edge. All right, next step is we are going to get everything kind of set up so we can get this into an adjustment mode, and that's the ability for us to make micro adjustments to open and close this thing. But you know, honestly, we've gotten this down to kind of a science, or at least I've been doing this enough now that usually it only takes maybe 2 or 3 minutes of adjusting and we can get the thing exactly where it needs to be so it closes properly. All right, so next we have to do the tension adjusters, and these are going to go, I remember how these go on because this is always the most confusing part for me, even though it's not terribly confusing. Like this. And the way we do this is there should be a couple screws. You see that screw down there, or the little nut? Slide one of them down to me. All right. So we're going to go like that, and then we're going to take that back. I think the longer one goes through. It's going to go through like this, and it's going to tie into that one down there, like that. You should be able to get it on the first try. Here you go. Okay, so what we've done here is the inner piece all slides underneath this rail right here. And that goes in from the top, put the nut and washer on the bottom, or washer the nut on the bottom. Then we'll get all this tightened up, and then we'll do a test fit to see if we need to make any adjustments. Okay, so we have it all tightened up now. let's see if we need to make any adjustment to it. So all we're going to do is roll it back at this point. This is how you close it also. And then when we get to the very end, this is going to slot into that. And then pull down. Does it feel a little, it feels too tight right now. It's a little too tight. Let's open it back all the way back up, roll it all the way back up, nice and tight. You'll get to be a pro at it to where you can even do it from the side of the truck. It's a lot easier if you hop in the back though and do it. So what we need to do now is we need this assembly to come towards us a little bit. So we're going to thread it this way. We're going to thread it clockwise. And that'll bring it forward just a little bit. Nope, clockwise. There you go. Keep going. Okay, third time's the charm. We got it positioned properly and adjusted. Let's go ahead and roll it back open. Okay, we get to the end, pop it in, put it down, locks in place. This is your lever to release it right here. You simply lift that up and it releases it. And then just lock it down. Now what you do is just take the sides on each side and just give it a little bit of a pull just to smoothen it off and get it stuck to the Velcro. And then, look at that.
That's pretty awesome.
Is that not cool?
That is awesome.
Perfectly smooth, perfectly flat. And these things last forever. I mean, they are just so freaking awesome. Okay, let's take all this off. Let's close the tailgate up real quick so you can see what it looks like. Look at that. We may have to find a bed cap for your for the back of your tailgate here. But still, check that out.
That's cool.
Now you got some protection there, brother.
That is awesome.
And it's nice and smooth, super low profile. That's why they call it vanishing. Because check that out. It only maybe sits maybe a half an inch above the rail. That is absolutely awesome. Very cool. So now we got the bed rug down. We got the Axis Vanish bed cover down. Again, big shout out to eTrailer for providing all this.
That's awesome.
And they're really stepping up.
That's really awesome.
We got a few more things. You want to try to get them on?
Yeah, if you want to.
Let's do it. Okay, so next on the truck are genuine eTrailer vent visors. So we got them for the front and back of his truck. We're going to put these on. I believe these are the in-channel ones, so we don't need to put any adhesive or tape. They look like they are. These should be pretty self-explanatory. So let's go ahead and pop these in, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about how it was done and how easy or hard it was. Okay, so instructions say to roll the windows down, dry fit it first, and then really it's pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. These do have adhesive, so you just couldn't see it because it had the covers on, but we're going to see if we can get these in there. Again, this is pretty simple. I just did a video on installing these on another vehicle, so let's go ahead and put these on here and see how they fit. Go ahead. There we go. That's nice.
I want to pop it, man.
Okay. Yeah, I think you kind of have to pop it in. Maybe pop that bottom part in first.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Just don't want to put too much bend in it, but there you go. Looks like it's going to fit just fine. All right. It's caught right on the lip right there. Yep. Okay, so it took a little bit more finagling than we thought, but the edge right here, when it goes up, it squeezes the window and it wants to put the window down. So we made some little adjustments to it, and it looks really good, man.
I like it. It's cool.
What do you think?
Nice.
Now you can keep your window down just a little bit if it's raining outside and still get some air coming in.
That'll work.
Cool, let's get the other side in. I need to tell Luis it's okay to say it's pretty awesome because he keeps saying it, but then he's smiling and laughing. I was like, no, say it in front of the camera. It's cool.
That's pretty awesome. It's pretty dope. It's cool, man.
It looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like it, man.
That looks really good. We got all four sides on. Fit really, really nice. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. Then you got this awesome tonneau cover on the back.
Yeah, it is.
Let's come back here too. Look at that receiver you got on the back. Got a hitch for it now. Got your bed rug back here. That's nice. You know what?
Awesome,
you think we can try to get the running boards on?
You got time, man.
Let's see if we can. There'll be a world record installing running boards. If we can, we can. If we can't, it'll be in another video. All right, so we dove right into this one because we had to remove old brackets that he had for some Nerf bars that the dealership had factory installed. They're installed in multiple mounting points, but we got the new ones on. The brackets are kind of a pain in the butt because you have to put this plate back there. I think most people who've installed running boards know what I'm talking about. It's Let me show you the part. This piece right here, you have to slide it into a top hole, then position it down so you can put a bolt through the bottom, and then you tighten the top bolt up, and that's how you secure them. And you got 3 on each side. So they give you these cool little things, which is absolutely brilliant because I don't remember these in the past. And they let you hold this in place so this doesn't fall into the actual frame of the vehicle, which is really nice. They come in really handy. But I got the driver's side done. I probably shouldn't have tightened them all down because every time you read these things it says don't tighten down completely, and I did, because you're going to need to move them back and forth a little bit so they line up with the holes on the running board. So I probably should have learned my lesson over the years. But I think we'll be okay here. Just want to get the rest of my hardware. We're going to knock out the passenger side, and then we'll see how the running boards fit. Okay, so we have them out of the box. We have the passenger side going on right now. The cool thing is that it's a big track underneath there. You simply put the heads of the bolt in and slide them to where you want them to be, and then you slide it in or out where you want it to be. It's pretty cool. But we're going to get these on. We'll wrap up, and then we'll talk about what we did. And yeah, these are going to look amazing on this truck. All right, so we got them on. They were ranked an easy install. I think it would have been easy if we didn't have to remove the old ones.
Exactly.
Right? I mean, how do you think they look?
They're awesome, man. They look awesome.
Check these out. Has this really cool kind of a honeycomb design to them. Those look really good. They look a lot better than I even thought they were going to look.
Yeah, definitely.
Bunch of cool upgrades today, man. I did not think we'd be able to knock this one out today, but we did.
They look way better than the original Nerf bars they put on when I bought the truck. Way better.
Wheels, paint job. Man, Black Betty's going to be a whole new truck. Awesome. That's really nice. Love the bed cover. What do you think of the bed cover?
Oh, that's super. Oh man, super awesome. I was looking at it. It has a real cool pattern on it too.
Yeah.
On the top, man. It's just super. It's awesome.
Look at that. Is that a brand new bed?
I'm telling you, right? We're gonna take a nap.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yep.
Well, I sure hope you're enjoying what we've been doing. This is pretty awesome. Big shout out to eTrailer, right? I mean,
that's big fun. It's big fun, bro.
Yeah. Yep. Fun. And they definitely provided all this. Check out etrailer.com. No, you know, and they were really quick to jump to this and make sure that this is something that we could put together. Super glad it's been working out well. We're going to leave a link to all this stuff in the description of the video if this is stuff you're interested in. Luis, I'm glad we could do this for you, brother. You do so much for others.
I appreciate it.
This is the least we could do. And it's raining outside, so you got anything that needs to go in there, it'll be protected.
Everyone who made this possible, thank you so much. God bless you. God continue to bless you and everything that you do. And we'll see you soon.
Boy, that looks good. Guys, if you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up. We'll talk to you again very soon. Again, big shout out to eTrailer.